Here we go, YouTube. Let's take it to. Hey, you guys, that was the Whispers. I'm gonna get a copyright strike for sure enough. I'm gonna get a copyright for sure enough, but that's all right. But I'm headed home. This is the day after Labor Day. It is time check 5:34, and the temp is 64 degrees. And that would be August. This ain't no August. This is September the 7th. I had a good night, did a nice little turn and burn, and brought you guys some groceries to put back in your refrigerator so you can barbecue another day. That's what I do, boy. Driving mode trucks. 10-4. For a lot of years, I guess this would be the topic. I really didn't have one today, but I guess we'll talk about truck driving. How about that? For a lot of years, all I ever pulled was a flatbed. Old country boy know how to strap down some freight. And I just like flatbed. I'm talking about for years. I pulled flatbed. I guess I worked for Mohawk about 4 years when I moved to Pensacola. And it was a dry van, hauling carpet, delivering carpet and pad and tile and vinyl to the little stores that sells it. But most of my trucking career has been flatbed. So when UPS took a crap on me, I end up coming over here to Food Line. And I said I would never pull a reefer. And I'm going to tell you who broke me from that. It's storytelling time with Slappy Adventures.
All right, it's storytelling time with Slappy Adventures. Yay!
Papa Slappy, would you please tell us a story, please, please?
All right, children, let Slappy Adventures tell you a little story. You guys ready?
Yeah, we ready.
All right, here we go.
Once upon a time, not long ago.
My Uncle Walt, he broke me from fooling with a reefer. I rode out with him. I got my CDL through a permit when I worked asphalt, paving asphalt for APAC. I got a medical car and I was driving a dually truck pulling the daggone small steamroller behind me. Well, I used that opportunity to go take my 3 tests because every winter we got laid off. We got laid off in the winter. So every winter during the layoff, I would be a bouncer at a club. I would make some extra money that way. Plus we draw unemployment for the 3 months he was laid off because it's hard to lay asphalt and all that stuff in the wintertime. Just to bring you up to speed. Let me get at this guy wave like he wants to do something. And so during one of the times that I was laid off, I had went and took the 3 tests to get my driving CDL permit. So I got the permit and I talked to my uncle. I'm like, man, he had his own truck. Man, shoot, I ride with you, see if I can't figure out some kind of way to get my license if I happen to go to school. So he said, come on, for the 3 months and everything. So I'm out there driving. Well, I'm out there learning with him. So he was going to let me be a lumper. He's going to let me be a lumper to make, some money while I was with him and learn, the trucking game. So the first time I went out with him, we stopped at a place and the guy was like, you got to break these down that many. And that's what a lumper does. They break them down that many, put them on this kind of scale, stack them a certain kind of way, put it how the customer wants it. So I did this for about 4 stops. And if you know anything about a reefer unit, you are going to be in a great big ass refrigerator. And it's cold all the time. So you got to bring this big ass heavy coat and all that stuff and work in that refrigerator or even the freezer. If it's a freezer, it's like, 17 or whatever it is below zero. So it's super cold in that damn thing. And they want you to doggone go in there and break your stuff down and take it off with a powder jack, work it. And you can hire a lumper service, pay them, and then they'll do it. Well, my uncle is stingy, a tightwad. And I ain't telling you nothing that you don't already know, Unc, so I ain't talking about you, I'm just telling the story. So he was going to pay me to do the lumping. And I thought it was a deal. I'm like, shit, I'm getting unemployment. I'm going to be making money on the side being a lumper. Boom, boom, boom. So, like I said, after about 4 or 5 stops of this thing, the lumper guy that was working for the lumper service was talking to me. And my uncle never wanted me to talk to them lumpers. And this is why. The lumper guy said, oh, you gonna do this load? I said, yeah, man. My uncle hooked me up a little bit on this load right here. He said, oh, for real? He said, yeah. He said, he let me make all the money on it. I said, no kidding. He said, how much you making? I said, my uncle give me $25, a stop, to do this lumping. He said, $25? I said, yeah, man. I said, shoot, it's good money. He said, man, do you know how much we get paid to lump this thing? I said, no. He said, I get $130 to do what you're doing right now. He said, and I'm going to do about 10 trucks. I said, you mean tell me you get $130 to do 10, and you're going to do 10 trucks for $130, and all I'm getting is $25. He said, yeah, I got to split that with the lumper service, which is be about, $50 to them, but I get the other 75. So you mean tell me you doing 70? Now, it ain't no easy work, so don't think that it's just easy work. It ain't. And like I said, you got to be in that refrigerator all day. But that's what they do, man. They get them lumpers, and they sit down there and make that daggum side money, that good money. And my uncle was giving me $25 daggum dollars. I said, I'd be dog. So that was one scratch that I didn't want to deal with no reefer unit, because I don't like cold weather. I hate it. I don't like being cold. So back in them days when you went to a shower, you had to, get a little coupon, little coupon. So my uncle told me when he gets the fuel, he gets coupons. And he got fuel like twice a day. So he's getting a shower coupon, at least 2 coupons a day. So I said, well, I need to go take a shower. He said, well, I'll send you this coupon for $5. I'm working for you, and you're going to send me a coupon for $5. I said, you know what, that's fine. Hand it here. So I give him, take it out of my money. So he took it out of the money. I go in there, and then I find out that every time he gets fuel, he gets a free shower. And he had a briefcase full of them, full of shower coupons, and he's selling me that shit for $5 damn. I said, my goodness, the damn gracious, who am I working for here? So a little time goes by. Now you get to the conflict of, running teams. It don't matter what teams you with. That cab of that truck is small. Well, when you running teams with somebody, it gets even smaller. And man, I was so daggone fed up. I done messed around and called a cold, because he wants to be cold, and I'm freezing back there. Can't sleep because it's super cold. It's just crazy. You got to buy a shower. Everybody else is getting $75 the lump, and I'm getting $25. I'm like, man, he ain't hooking me up. He taking advantage. So, but I was stuck. I was stuck on the road with him, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like I could just go home. We were way out there in Texas somewhere. Man, as soon as I daggum got back to Atlanta, that's where they live in Atlanta. As soon as I got back to Atlanta, I went and loaded up my damn old 72 Oldsmobile. I packed everything. I ain't even tell nobody. I said, well, I'm going to go home for the weekend and see my girlfriend. They said, okay, we'll see you in about 3 days. I daggum packed my stuff up, and down the highway I went. And I was done with a reefer unit, driving trucks, and I definitely wasn't going to be working for my uncles. If you doing me like that right now, I ain't no telling what you're going to be doing to me if I was to, go in, full force and work for you. So I just backed away from that and didn't really say too much because he's my uncle by marriage, and I didn't want to upset my auntie about telling her what was going on, because she asked me, what's wrong? How come we not going to work for the company? I just couldn't bear myself to tell her. But I that was it. He just took full advantage of me. Had me out there back breaking that damn stuff down, and give me a little nut. Just terrible, just terrible. But that right there broke me from driving a reefer truck. I didn't want no parts of it, so I pulled a flatbed most of my days until 2 years ago, maybe 2 years and 8 months now, when I came to Food Line. Now, one thing good about this is all I do is go down, drop, turn around, come back. I don't hit no doors. I don't deal with no customer. I definitely ain't put my hands on no freight. So that's where I'm at with this, and I'm happy about it. So that is the topic of today. I'm headed to the barnyard because Mr. Charlie done did me like Uncle Walt and gave me a bite of his sandwich. Uh-oh, look at that school bus. Here we go, y'all. I'm headed that way. 10-4.
Hey, thanks for watching another episode of Slappy Adventures. Please like, share, and comment. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hey, stay tuned for more videos.